Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast.
Mr. Vegas, you are Mr. Las Vegas.
I get in every fucking shit. They want me there.
TBV presents a Ring Walk with Danny.
Ring Walk Danny.
Daniel.
Owen Bama, only in America.
Because I fight for the people. I go for you and you and you. All these beautiful kids is here.
We turn a TBV into the Hot 9-7 of boxing.
Keep talking from Vegas.
You already know if it's a big fight, I'm pulling out. Chicago, we in here.
Man.
From the cotton fields of Alabama to the casinos of Las Vegas. Mama, I made it.
We up early, baby. The grind don't stop. Gilly the Kid ain't gonna be the only one around here doing big shit.
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ring Walk Danny. This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Bright and early, 6 a.m. on the West Coast, 9 a.m. Eastern. We're here to talk some boxing. Obviously, we had a great weekend of boxing. It was scattered all across the globe, but we did our best to watch it. We recapped that Sunday night. Forget football, baby. We were here talking boxing last night, and we had a great show. Shout out to everybody that tuned in and all the many callers that we had. We stood here for about 3 hours just getting everybody's thoughts, man. But today, it's the aftermath. Today, obviously, the fight took place Saturday, and the press conference rolled out. And there's so much that we have now the opportunity to talk about. Terence Bud Crawford got the stoppage in the 6th round. And obviously, you know, since then, we've had a post-fight press conference. In that post-fight press conference, Terence has said a lot, and he said some amazing things. And I wanted to go over that post-fight with you guys and go over, obviously, the audio. So welcome, buenos dias, muchachos and mujeres. We are here ready to talk boxing. If you're just joining us, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, as it's going to help with the visibility of the show. It'll put this particular episode in the eyes of other boxing fans that don't know that we rock out multiple times a day, and we're here talking boxing. We're taking your calls on Twitter Spaces. We also have Discord up and running. Plus, you can call us up 1-425-569-5241. We'll put all those links and numbers in the live chat here on YouTube in case, you know, for whatever reason, you're going to need them to call in. It'll be pinned in our live chat. And, yeah, let's talk about it. Obviously, he being Terence, has said some interesting things, some things that many of you don't believe, and we'll just get right into it. Obviously, he's saying he's open to fights with Spence or Charlo next. And many people believe that if you don't fight Spence next, you can't fight Charlo next, which, you know, is quite understandable, being as though that they're both, you know, advised by Al Heyman. So if Al can't get it right for you with Earl, how can he get it right for you with Jermell? Is the simplest thought when it comes to thinking about that particular negotiation. But, you know, Danny came up with the idea that, you know, regardless of the manner that or the route that he takes, it's still a significant fight. So if he moved up and fought Jermell and won, then obviously it's for all the belts at 54 and 47, kind of like Tank and Leo. But I know that some people would argue that the fight would lose its luster if he went up there and lost to Jermell, which a lot of people think he can lose. You know, he did take some shots yesterday at the hands of Avanesyan, who's not Jermell. So there's going to be that thought process. You know, can he take the shots of Jermell? Can he actually walk away with a win and not jeopardize the Errol Spence fight? So, you know, it's something to think about. But, you know, the post-fight press conference, he said a lot of great things. You know, people tried to ask him what's next. And you know, he did give out months in which he would like to fight. And I think he said April, May. But we'll play the audio. That being said, the key thing and what has me optimistic with a smile on my face this fine morning is that, you know, he said, look, we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. And I'm paraphrasing. We're going to play the audio. But basically he said he don't want to get ahead of himself and jeopardize any possible negotiations by saying something, you know, that he doesn't need to say. So, you know, his head is on straight. We have to just take it on the chin and understand that that was an opportunity for him to make $10 million, something that, you know, many of these fighters don't make in the entire totality of a career. So it is what it is. He got it out the way. The knockout streak continues. I think it sells the fight. Would have wanted the fight without the Avanesyan, of course. But we're here. We got Avanesyan, and we're probably getting Thurman as well. But let me get to some of this audio.
And they will, and that's how he get most of his knockouts, you know, trading with guys.
But the other day you said you wanted to come in here and look good. Do you feel like you accomplished that?
So they just asked him, Bud, you said you wanted to come in here and look good. Do you feel like you accomplished that?
For sure, for sure. I had a little ring rust in the beginning of the couple of rounds, you know, but after, you know, I settled down, you know, I felt like everything was, you know, going my way like it was planned.
What changed for you a little bit in the fourth round?
I'm going to just skip up because,
you know, and I knew it would be, you know, a short night when I catch him to the head.
Is there a good message for the boxing community about how Omaha will show up?
Well, I think everybody know that. You know, when you look at the history of me fighting in Omaha, it's always a big crowd, you know. So,
and this is him, obviously, you know, talking. This surprised me. I think he says 18, and I don't know, right? Because Regis did an interview where Regis says, I don't know, I think Regis says 18 actually, and maybe Crawford's the one that says 14, 15. I don't know, but there's a lot of different numbers out there. But overall, it is being reported to be a sellout, which is something that he's pretty much always done. But I do think he makes it clear that this is the most that they've sold.
I don't think this is the biggest crowd, I would say, you know, over what, 14,000, 13, 14,000. So, you know, they really came out to see this. They really came out to see this. So,
how does it feel to just get this one out of the way and over with after being on?
I didn't like that right there. And you know, he just got to get more used to doing interviews. But like, listen to what he says there. Come on, how many seconds do I need to go back? Let's try there.
But how does it feel to just get this one out of the way and over with after?
14,000. So, you know, they really came out to see this. They really came out to see this. So,
like, they really came out to see this. Looks over to the side and says, to see this. Bro, the word is support. They really came out to support. You know, Omaha showed out. they showing that they are a live boxing community. Like, say what the right thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they supporting you. I don't see no one else in Omaha doing that. Like, but he'll get better because he did a lot of interviews this time around.
How does it feel to just get this one out of the way and over with after being off for a year?
So they asking him, how's it feel to get this one out the way? Jesus, I don't want to miss anything because there are little gems in this, but they're still talking Avanesyan.
Constant basis.
Can you take us through the end of the 6th round there where you got to him? What did you see? What
was having an effect on him? You know, he had a high guard. You know, took it and do business with whoever. You know, be okay. You know,
here we go.
Do business with. I take me. You know,
where does this free agency go now?
Wherever the sky take me. You know, I'm willing, able to do business with whoever. You know, be okay. You know, they was kind enough and blessed me with the opportunity of bringing another fight back to Omaha, Nebraska, and I appreciate them for that. And you know, who knows if they bring me another offer or something that me and my team agree upon. You know, of course, you know, we're gonna entertain it. If other fighters in the welterweight division is free and we can do business and it makes sense, then that's what we're gonna do.
You mentioned.
So that obviously is his subliminal to Earl, but also leaving that door open with Black Prom to see, you know, if they want to throw him anything, if they want him to fight another Avanesyan, he taking that, and I get it, man. I get it. Listen, there's some people out there that are trying to counter report that he's making 7 and not 10. I've heard that thrown around once or twice by some figures in boxing, and I'm like, 7 or 10, it don't matter. That's a lot of fucking money for Avanesyan. You know what I mean? My man got 6.5 to fight a 2-time champion, Porter. 7 for Avanesyan is damn good. But there's still more audio to get to, but, you know, just the fact that he says he's open and willing to work with anybody leaves it open to see, does he get another call back from Al? I'm not sure if in this particular soundbite he said, my phone's on, but he does go on to say, my phone's on. So, you know, he is willing to work and try to get this done, but, you know, it doesn't surprise me him saying he'd be willing to work with Black Prime again. The thing is, can Black Prime afford to pay him and someone else, you know, the right amount of money to make a big fight? Because last we heard the $25 million piece offer wasn't coming from Black Prime, or at least we don't know, because, you know, Crawford didn't make that. He didn't give us any evidence of that. You know what I mean? He said that was something that, you know, Earl needed to. I don't know, man. Whatever. He did say that Al knew them, right? So I don't know. Hopefully we can get it done. I still want to get to some more audio.
Picking your spots in the fight, but I'm guessing at this point in your career, you're picking the spots as to who you want to fight. Is there?
So the interviewer, or, you know, it's an open press conference, and the person is asking him, obviously you were picking your spots in this fight, but now it seems like you're going to be picking certain things in your career, right? So, and it's obvious, man. At this point, he's in the driver's seat. There was a lot of weirdos out here that said he had no leverage. Black Prime overall looked like a success to me. You know, I know many were expecting it to look very no frills and cheap. It did not. It looked high quality. I did like the way that the apron stuck out, you know, because it was black. Funny enough, I didn't see any logos, so they chose not to sell any sponsorships to go with the clear, the sleek black, I guess, for it to pop. No clue. But yeah, man, let's get back to some more of this audio.
Is there a message you want to give to Spence?
I don't got to give no message to nobody. Everybody see what I've done in the welterweight division. Everybody see who I've been calling out. Everybody know what Terence Crawford brings to the table. So it's not, too much of anything that I need to do.
Yeah. Do you think that this
So obviously a direct message, even though he said he don't got to send a message. But I feel him as well. It's like, at this point, what else needs to be said? Spence dropped some very expensive shirts. He got me, because I bought the first one when he was about to knock on the door or walking to the door. I don't know how we supposed to interpret the first drop. I got that in the closet. You know what I'm saying? I was going to give it away on the fight night of the fight, thinking we were getting that fight. You know what I mean? I woke up, yesterday or the day before, and he drops another shirt. Now he up on the door. So I guess it took all the months to walk from Uga's door to Crawford's door. I don't know. But it's also a good subliminal message that there is a possibility that the negotiations can start again at the very least. And if not, then Earl's just out here capitalizing off of our gullibleness for expecting the shirt to represent the fight coming next. Now, as far as the shirt, just too expensive. I did buy it so that you don't have to. You understand? I went through all of it so you ain't got to. $65 for the shirt, $10 for shipping. That shit don't make no sense. What the fuck? That shit is like 7,500 times marked up, man. 70 times. Like, it's a Gildan shirt, man. I'm going to go check the closet for the first one and see truly did he at least spring on a motherfucking Bella, the better, softer shirt. Because last I checked, that shit was Gildan, B. Charging $75. That's crazy. Just saying. I did buy one. But, I got a show. I got a channel. I'm going to give mines out whenever the fucking fight happens. You know what I'm saying? So it's giveaway purposes because it was a limited edition just like the last one. So I got in early. I'm subscribed to the EJ fan club mailing list, so I got the very early email. I didn't wait for the tweet. You know what I mean? And I ordered mine. Shit gonna take forever to come, like the first one, but very expensive. He said I got my shirt for $25 online. Man, that shit's a fake. You better not be proud of that. Or you saying the old one? You must be saying the old one with the 3 doors. People probably sold that after the fight didn't happen. They probably eBayed that shit. You know what I mean? That's how they got us. They got us tight right now. But listen, if you want to call in, you want to voice your opinion over the fight, the performance, the fact that in this press conference, he speaks specifically about moving up to 47 and moving back down to, moving up to 54 and being able to move back down to 47. And even Bomac says some very bold things that no one from 47 to 54 is calling Terence Crawford out. But that's not necessarily true. We all know Ennis does not mind the fight with Crawford. But we do have to be honest and say Ennis doesn't have the same energy for Crawford that he has for Earl. And maybe that's because he's more aligned for an Earl position politically. Obviously, he's scheduled to face Karen in an IBF interim or eliminator or something like that. You know what I mean? So there's more belts on that side if he goes the Earl Spence route. But, let this be a message to him. He should still be very vocal about wanting a shot with the WBO champ in case somebody willing to do it, because you still got to wait for Earl. And Earl, he's going to get all the leverage in the world with Al and with the sanctioning bodies. Big Gucci Nick, what's up? Big
What
Gucci.
up?
Buenos dias.
Yo, everybody smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button too, man. You know what it is. Pound for pound. Best podcast on the planet. How's the audio, man?
You all right? You moving around in the car or somewhere?
Yeah, I just got in the van putting some filters, man, for these rooftop. But yeah, man, that was a great fight Saturday from Crawford. Listen, I don't think Al think it's gonna be fair for Spence to give Charlo the opportunity. Well, not really Charlo the opportunity so much, but to give him the fight and skip over Spence. That'd be kind of messed up. So I don't think he gets Charlo, before Spence or anything like that. If he doesn't get Spence, he doesn't get Charlo at all, in my opinion. But if he doesn't get the Spence fight next, he did say after the fight, the post fight interviews, talking about, yeah, Black Prime might, give him some more opportunities. And first thing that comes to mind, I'm like, all right, he cannot afford to fight another bum with the amount of critique he's gonna get. But like, Jaron Ennis isn't really signed to anybody. He just, he fights on
Well,
Showtime.
he's with Cameron Duncan, and he does have a Showtime deal. So,
I thought he fought on like a fight-to-fight basis, pretty much.
nah, we wish, but that doesn't mean that doesn't. And we talked to Crawford about this. That doesn't mean that he can't talk to Espinoza about a pay-per-view with Boots. Maybe we wrong as hardcores. Maybe we wrong, and we think that's a pay-per-view. And when he sit down, they be like, "Nah, man, that shit won't sell. Boots ain't ready." But at least he did his job.
But I'm saying, like, he mentioned something about if the fight doesn't work with Spence, he's definitely gonna do another, entertain another deal with Black Prime. But I'm saying, like, if he does entertain a deal with Black Prime, is there a chance like they could partner up with Showtime and Espinoza to make that Boots fight happen? Because if he doesn't get that,
I think there's absolutely a chance, bro. My man's a free agent. He could go sit down right now. He could even go talk to Eddie, who's been bad-mouthing him, and still see what Eddie got.
But would Al still be in the way since he's associated with Espinoza? You know what I mean? Because Espinoza was deeply involved in making that Spence fight
I don't see why Al would purposely block Crawford from getting a fight with a dude that he's not invested in.
Right, and Ennis really has everything to gain from it too. So I mean, like, if that and
ultimately for Al, right? Like, what does he care? All roads still lead to fucking Earl. If Terence has a fight with Boots and Boots upsets Terence, all roads lead to Earl. If Terence beats Boots, all roads lead to Earl. It just makes the fight better if he beats Boots, because now people like, oh my God, yeah, some weirdo's gonna say Boots wasn't ready, but hardcore's gonna be like, God damn, Terence is a killer. He just took out that young killer. Earl, where you at? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I hear you, man. Let's just hope that fight happens, man. But in the tragic and the tragedy that fight does not happen and negotiations fall apart again, man, the only fight I would accept from Terence Crawford would be a Boots fight. Any other fight
I
doesn't mean anything to me.
I disagree. I think Virgil Ortiz will not end up taking the purse bid that Probellum wins, and he won't fight Stenonius. And I think Crawford Stenonius on Black Prime is more than a possibility because, yes, Stenonius is with Shelley, but Stenonius is also signed to Probellum, who's Richard. They don't have a broadcaster. And let's be real, if Black Prime is offering good money for Stenonius Crawford and Crawford gets to fight for a WBA, I know you can't unify it, but fuck, you could win it on that night. It'll be two, and you could take that bitch home. It'll be on your mantle.
That's very accurate, man. That's super accurate because when you think about it, Stenonius had to wait 2 step-asides, and I think Al would, bless him with that opportunity to get a world title shot at Crawford.
Well, I mean,
And
again, Al ain't got nothing to do with it. That's a Shelly Finkel fighter, advised,
right, yeah.
and a promoted Probellum fighter. Yes, he's been on PBC, but that's because of Shelly, Deontay Wilder love, that Shelly longevity. Shelly been in the game longer than we've been watching it. You know what I mean? So him and Al go back. So yeah, he gonna get his fighters on TV.
Yo, you might be onto something, Ness, because if that Earl Spence and Keith Thurman fight happens, that's pretty much Keith Thurman budging in line from in front of Stanionis. So if anything, I see Stanionis getting a shot at Crawford if Spence is tied up with Keith Thurman.
But
So that might
Stanionis,
not be far.
he's got to put it out there. It can't be you and I talking about, like, him and his promoter got to put it out there. Their alliance has been shown to be with Al. Like, they got to they got to show that, like, Regis has fought on PBC, has fought on Triller, has fought on DAZN, has fought just now on fucking, where the fuck he just fight? Top Rank? Where was that? No, that was pay-per-view with Marv Nation. So Regis is Probellum. Regis is with Richard Schaefer. They need to just let Stanonius work like that too.
Yeah, man, closed mouths don't get fed, man. You know how it works. But Ness, thanks for taking my call, man, and keep up the great work, man. Fire content, brother.
You the man, champ. Appreciate you for calling in. Listen, if you want to call in, you want to voice your opinion, anything we talking about, you know the number to do so. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget you can request to speak on Twitter and Discord. CYP California. Buenos dias.
Yo, what up?
What's good? Good morning.
Morning. Look, man, I got some smoke for all the people who hate on Espinoza, who don't like Espinoza. Listen to me.
You sound a little bit far.
On the dude. Man, it always seems like that. 'Cause I'm on my phone. It's this iPhone y'all love. You know what I'm saying? It ain't loud enough. Because I know people in the chat say that shit every time I'm on this phone.
You sound better now.
All right, let me just talk louder. But for all the people who don't like Espinoza, who talk bad about Espinoza, but you want him to put on the best fight, I get you. But if those big fights don't make money, if they pay-per-view don't make money, and then they fire Espinoza, are y'all going to fucking pick it in March for Espinoza to keep his job because he gave you the fight you wanted? No, the fuck you're not. See, y'all got to stop that shit. There's shit that y'all even want Ness to do on TBV, but y'all ain't going to help him pay for the shit. So if you ain't going to help a motherfucker pay for it or get his money back or try to keep his job, stop talking about what you want him to do. Cut that bullshit. If the fight ain't going to make money, Espinoza ass ain't interested right now. Everybody talking about, they tanking, they losing money, they going bankrupt. Okay then, so we can't be putting on no fights that ain't going to make no goddamn money. Think about that. You can't have it both ways. Now, when it comes to Terence, he did a fucking great, phenomenal job, but I'm being honest with you. If Earl Spence was in that fight with Bud and Earl was fighting like dude, that would be an interesting fight because, man, Earl a little bit bigger, Earl hit a little bit harder. That would be a great that's gonna be a great fight. And I told you, I'm gonna stick to this shit. I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm gonna stick to this shit. I said the older Bud gets, the better chance Earl has of beating him. The older he gets, if he retires this year, the fight happens this year and it's over, he got a better shot of beating Earl. But if he keep on fighting, Earl gonna whoop his ass, man. Like that Father Time shit hits everybody. And if you're a real Bud fan, and I am a real Bud fan, watch every fight that he was young. He was young. If Bud keeps fighting, because y'all know y'all saw a little bit of slippage, he wasn't as quick as he usually is. His movement wasn't as good as it usually is. You can say maybe it's the opponent. But he didn't look like the old Bud that we used to seeing. But he still looked dominant. Earl Spence ain't really showed no slippage there so far. Just beware of that shit. Beware. I want the fight to be done as soon as possible because I don't want no excuses. But age catches up to all of us. I'm just being honest. I like them both. But they need to get this fight done immediately. No more bullshit. And I'm going to say this last thing. If Black Prime loses money on this fight, I don't know how that gives Bud leverage to say I want $10 million more from anybody. That's just me. CYP out.
All right. I mean, CYP and anybody Again, this is a new company. We talked about that yesterday. Remember when DAZN was fresh, privately owned, and I'm using air quotes, they weren't releasing certain information because they didn't have to. They weren't allegedly publicly trading, which meant they didn't have to say specific losses. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see any advertisement on the ring. That's like the easiest thing to get, and that's a lot of money. We met someone that remember, the guy that brought me out here unfortunately passed away, but he bought the fucking apron for the Crawford, the Canelo plant. So yeah, he paid money because that's Canelo, but there's money to be made on the ring apron, like a lot of it, 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nothing on the apron. This ain't a loss for them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go into certain things just trying to make a statement, and we've said that before. We can't act like Black Prime doesn't get their opportunity to lose money to make a statement like Triller. Triller paid made a hell of a statement and paid a hell of a lot of money for Tyson and Holyfield. Yeah, Tyson alleges he didn't get paid, but obviously there is a group of people that Triller paid Tyson. Tyson having his management or whatever, I don't know what's going on. Back to my poll, I can only put 4 options, so it's not like I could put neither of these, right? Because the question is, what is more likely to happen next for Crawford? Earl Spence Jr. next, Jaron Ennis next, Stannone is next, and Jermell Charlo next. Obviously, we don't have an option for neither, so we're not going to be negative. We're not going to put none, none of the above. We're not going to put that. We're going to hope the boxing gods give us something good, and then the worst would be Stannonius with a WBA strap. We going out to Twitter Spaces. Shout out to J Hardcore. What up? If you're watching this on YouTube, smash that thumbs up. Go ahead and help me with the visibility. J Hardcore, what up? One time. Okay. So once again, you can call in 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion. I'm going to Stunner. What up? On Discord. Is this not Stunner? Memphis Bully? Metis Bully? Hello. All right, C-Dub, what up? Looks like he ain't got his mic on correct.
Yo.
I hear you.
Yo. That's what's up, man. TBV. Shout out Ness. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. And Bud is a free agent, man. And yeah, you heard CYP, all logical points. Great points. So I don't call me a troll. Don't say I'm hating when I say what is left for Bud. So, and then when I say it may not be a one-off on BLK Prime, the production was great, commentary was good, everything went smooth. It may not be a one-off. They may be ready to dump some more money into Bud and not look for a profit. So that's the other side of the coin.
Every company needs an ambassador, right or wrong?
Right. And
how does that one play out? Keith Thurman's only lost to Manny Pacquiao, but he's been in.
Sorry, man. Brandon's sending me a link here. Go for it.
Cool. No, yeah. The Canelo was that for DAZN, and Bud could be that for BLK. He is number 1 pound for pound. Canelo was pound for pound number 1 when DAZN came out. So it correlates. It matches. It goes. So he can do. Boots may come to DAZN. I mean, not Boots may come to BLK if he can't do it on Showtime.
Mm-hmm.
The money good, right? $25 million, right? So this where I'm at now. After you showed and prove, I go through Missouri sometimes. After you show me, all right, now I'm on the bandwagon. Now we can have BLK as a player, and Boots will come over there. We may have Rocha.
I don't know that
Spence.
Boots gonna go over there because remember, Tank didn't go nowhere. Ryan is going to Showtime. The dudes that got contracts with Showtime, they don't go. Jamal never went to go see Andre, no matter how many $7 million offers they offered. When you sign, you sign. You ain't going nowhere. And the guys that they were vocal with that are signed is definitely, Tank, Jamal, and Jerron. Those are like people that is easy to find, interviews with Steven Espinoza saying they got contracts with him.
Okay. See, and maybe there was the lack of knowledge of thinking that Al Heyman and just following the popular rumor that Al Heyman controls it, and it's the network. You have to fight. So the network contract really demands you to be only on this particular network. So if Boots, that's why I thought it would be more of an option because Boots is not an Al fighter. So maybe he could go over to BLK, but like you just said, Showtime may prevent that. So hey, we got Alexis Rocha, we got Regis, we still got AB. If AB look good and AB want to step up and say, hey, remember that time when I left my stuff in the when we were supposed to spar that time? I just did it because I knew we was gonna fight one day, So, and that's a big fight in Omaha, So yeah, it's looking promising.
I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong there. I mean, AB's making it clear he's headed towards the 140 WBC. I know he looks heavy, but he's making it clear that's the direction he's going. People keep trying to, insinuate Crawford and make AB a welterweight. I mean, he's obviously not that. He's with Kevin Cunningham. Kevin knows what's best. And welterweight's not that, especially not now, not this version of him.
Okay. Well, I did mention that yesterday. This is C-Dub. I did mention it yesterday that AB may get Regis, and you was kind of skeptical a little bit.
Well, there's a lot of interviews. People been asking him all weekend, and that's what he's talking. Regis, remember, I did a show on Regis, his trainer, and Broner in the comments section, saying once I get through this tune-up, let me get a shot at Regis, and Mac Main saying, yeah. So, I only believe what happens. So it's a possibility.
Possibility. And that's what it's all about.
And
man.
you got to remember, even though Bob just says something slightly different, he still said he won't deal with Probellum. And when they ask him about Regis, he tries to swerve to Josh Taylor. So, then he says, oh, yeah, maybe we could do Regis. But we don't know how bitter he is. Does he still not want to do business with Probellum? So, he could be, again, Probellum is suing people that's bad-mouthing him. So maybe Bob knows this and isn't straight out bad-mouthing. And when you ask about Regis, he throwing you Josh for that very reason. Because, publicly he can't bad-mouth, but don't mean he got to work with you.
Right. And I still think it's even though it was a successful event, I still think it's get down to lay down with PBC, but Bud has showed now I don't have to. Of
course not.
I can easily do this. I don't really got to come over there if I don't want to. So, hey, y'all can have that get down to lay down. I'm over here with it, and you got to get with it or get lost. So it's another player in the game, another side of the street with BLK. But hey, man, it's all good competition.
Ain't no sides of the street. The whole point of this show is I am a free agent. He verbally said that in the press conference. He said my phone is on. He said, we ain't trying to get ahead of ourselves. He want to negotiate. He want the fight you want. He said it. I ain't got to send no message. Everybody know who I've been calling out.
Okay, right. I'm saying in regards to they can put up the fight. You can go fight at BLK if You're
But he not
promotional.
saying that though. But he not saying that. See, you putting that in the universe. He made it 100% clear, if not a fucking 1,000, that his phone is on. So he not telling you his phone is on so that BLK could call Earl. His phone is on so that Earl and Al could call him.
Got you. And if that don't work out,
then he made it clear, April, May, BLK, baby, if they want to rock with him.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out TVB. Smash that like button.
All right, C-Dub, thanks for calling in. Let's try Stunner again. On Discord.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we do.
You hear me now?
Yeah, we do.
Word.
What up?
Man? I mean, first and foremost, let me just say this. My crystal ball foresees a future where TBV will be on Black Prime.
Yeah, they ain't give us no call, man. They hired everybody but us, man. One day.
No, it's gonna happen. The Zone already dropped the ball on that. Black Prime gonna pick it up though.
I mean, I ain't gonna front. The Zone did good, man. Akin Barak, they official, man. I rock with them, and you know, I learned a thing or two from them, man, on how to keep relationships. You know what I'm saying? Look, they was at the Crawford fight, all in the back. You know what I mean?
Facts. It's gonna happen. Just wait on it. But as far as this Crawford stuff, good fight, good show. As far as going forward, obviously we want the Spence fight. I see no reason why it can't happen, although I think, correct me if I'm wrong, if he was to fight Crawford, given everything, like the current circumstances, wouldn't he get stripped possibly?
If he was to fight Crawford over Thurman?
Yeah. Or would the WBC have to approve that?
I mean, you know, the WBC ain't really got to approve. It's like judges, man. They go with what the prosecutor has already put out there. So as long as the defense attorney gets his client to agree, they good. Meaning, if Crawford and Earl make a fight, the money is in that fight. Yeah, Earl makes money, but the big super fight is Crawford versus Earl. So Thurman would just get step aside or promise the winner, like he's part of the team. He's part of PBC. I don't think he's part. Like, I don't see Thurman sitting out here doing a bunch of interviews talking about he about to sue the WBC, man. He gonna do what Al say, man. What benefits Al?
Facts. Dylan White was the only dude talk about suing the WBC.
Yeah, we see how that went. He sat his ass down and waited his turn.
Yeah. Let me say this though. In the event that the Crawford-Spence fight doesn't happen, and he was to fight on Black Prime again, what do you think about, and this is considering, let's say, a mandatory isn't called for the WBO. He's already talked about fighting Charlo. What if he did like a test fight at 154 versus like one of the top rated guys at 154?
You know, I wish I would have took timestamps of this fucking audio because they asked him that, and we gonna fish through the audio to find his response to that. But he don't want no test fight. And we asked him that. He don't want no, is Jamel or Earl?
Well, that's it. I mean, isn't Tim Zoo's the WBO mandatory for Charlo?
And he said it's not, like I said, yo, is it wrong of us to expect you to fight Earl, Jamel, Ennis? And he like, no. I said, bro, but that's unrealistic. You don't want to tune up in between that? He said, no. So, you know, if Al want to offer him a 3-fight deal, he going to snatch that up. The interview is there. He don't need no tune-up in between. I thought for sure, like, even when they offered Canelo, Earl, Benavidez, Charlo, it's like, what? Where the tune-ups at? Who the fuck going through 3 tough-ass fights like that? Show me, point them out so I could crown him king.
PBC scored, I guess, at that point. I mean,
you broke up. What?
I said, I guess the ball's in PBC's court just to make, get
Oh,
the
yeah,
fight
they
over
got
the
it.
line.
It's on them. All these YouTube channels that got narratives to push, they got to push that Al got to pick up the phone. You know, can Crawford possibly call Al? He did say he was a good guy. He did say he was on the phone with him. He calls him. Yeah, he could be proactive and call him himself. Like, yo, Al, I'm calling you. I just fought yesterday, but I'm calling you today, baby. What's up? But he don't have to because he's a fighter, even though now he's a fucking business. He's a free agent, so he probably do got to call, unless he got a lawyer handling shit for him.
I feel like it'd be a win-win for PBC too, because it's like if you lock him in for like a 3-fight deal, let's say that
They should have
Crawford
been
was to
done
beat
that.
Earl, like all the fights would be, under the PBC umbrella, whether it's Showtime or Fox or whatever. But like, and then if he loses, Earl Spence comes undisputed, and then you can further market him how you want to. And
They should have been did that, man. They dropped the ball with not sending Crawford a multi-fight deal, and we asked him that on our interview specifically, and he said no, they never talked about a multi-fight. It's like, how the fuck do you not offer that man a tune-up? But that's because, again, it don't look like they wanted to give Crawford a fair shot. But I got to get the other calls, and what I mean by that is they wanted to position Earl best possible to get the win, which means Crawford coming off of a close to a year layoff, or more than a year if he would have accepted the deal where he would have fought them in the new year. Well, we got Ringwalk Danny in the building before we take any other calls. What's up, champ? Buenos dias.
Champ, good morning, good morning, good morning. How you feeling, champ?
I'm good, I'm good. We got about 630 people rocking out. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Don't be stingy with the free smashing of the thumbs up. We have only 217 votes with over 630 people watching. So go ahead and drop a vote on our poll right here, youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. What is more likely to happen next for Crawford, Danny? That's what I'm asking you, champ.
Yeah, champ, I went ahead and participated. I'm one of the 217 people. I'm part of the 61% of the public that believes Earl Spence Jr. is next. Vast majority, obviously, 23% says Emanchis Stenonius, 9% say Jermell Charlo, and only 6% say Jerron Boots Ennis next. So I'm kind of surprised by the Boots votes, as that's getting the lowest, but nonetheless, I am looking forward to see what's to come, man. Shout out to BLK Prime and Terence Crawford. It was a good show as far as the production, and obviously Terence put on a spectacular performance in front of his hometown crowd. So I think that like everyone else, we learn through our experiences, and I think Bud, figured it out. I think he figured it out, and he's gonna go in, make business happen with Al. You get what I'm saying? I'm hoping it's a multiple fight deal. That way, and I think that's just what makes the most sense, right? If you talk about a 3-fight deal, so fight plus rematch, and then whatever's next, whether that be Boots, whether that be Stenonius, whether that be Jermell Charlo, I think the possibilities are endless over there on the PBC side. So, I'm hoping that's it, man. I'm hoping that is it. But let us know in the chat. What up? What up? Zay, we see you, says good morning, TBV. What up? Larry Smooth in the chat. What up? Talk Trends. What's up, people? New York Bullet. What up? Yo, let me tell you guys something. It's so fucking cold in Vegas that there is literally like a 1/4-inch snow cap on top of Nuster's car. I took a picture of it, champ. It's like a 1/4-inch ice cap on top of the Honda. It's crazy. It's so fucking cold out here. There's not a single day we're gonna see 50 degrees this week. But we thugging it through. Special guest today at the win. We got Kenny Sims, as it is fight week for him here in Las Vegas. That is a Showtime PBC card this Saturday from the Cosmopolitan right here in Las Vegas, headlined by Michel Rivera. And he will be taking on the one and only Frank Martin. And once again, Kenny Sims is on that undercard. So hoping, to get some good shit out of Kenny. I think Kenny's always a very good interview. So looking forward to see, what's next. Dodge J's in agreement. It seems like he says 3-fight deal. I'm sure the rematch clause will be in play exactly. So, similar to a Devin Haney in the sense of, you know, cool, undisputed fight. All right, the rematch for the undisputed fight. All right, now the third fight. And obviously that is on each of the respective individuals on both Terence Crawford and Errol Spence to see, if they do fight and the rematch, who do they fight next? Because if Earl's, we've been talking about Bud, and obviously, the poll is about Bud, but what's next for Earl if he were to beat Terence Bud Crawford back to back? Obviously, he keeps saying that 47 isn't easy to make, so he moves up to 54, and then what? Obviously, his stablemate in Jamel's there, but very interesting times right now in the sport of boxing. I will say, right, because a lot of people have been, maybe disappointed, if you will. I think the second half of this year has been rather slow. We have had some phenomenal cards. The ladies, Clarissa and Alicia, on October the 15th, they showed out. But, the second half of the year has been a little slow. But, we're starting off the year strong, Tank pay-per-view, and we just got to keep the momentum going as boxing fans. I love to see the positivity and everybody tuned in. Everybody seems to believe with 63% of the votes, 286 votes, that Earl Spence is next for Terence Crawford.
That would be a blessing.
So, love to see it, love to see it, love to see it. But
we got a lot of callers. If you want to get to any, we have people on both Blog Talk and on Twitter Spaces. Jay Hardcore, what up?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
How are you, brother?
I'm keeping life simple, man. Just enjoying the dream, that's all. Danny, boy, you came in smoking, boy. It sounded like you rejuvenated big time.
Yo, it's funny that you chose to use that verbiage because, no, I'm serious, bro. I ain't smoked in like 16, 18 hours.
Oh, okay,
So you think it's the weed? You think the weed slows you down?
No, I mean, I just had an espresso on my way here. You feel me? No, he just chose to use that term.
16, 18 hours. Shame.
Wow.
Shame.
Wow. Yeah, but yeah, you came in.
Hardin would be so disappointed in you.
Nah, bro. I almost lost my life yesterday, truth be told. Smoking a blunt.
What?
Smoking an L, bro. Almost died. I'm in a fucking parking lot at a restaurant. This dickhead comes doing like 35, 40, bro, through the parking lot. So
you wasn't going to die.
Bro.
You would have been seriously injured, hit by a car at 35, but not dead.
I don't know, bro. I'm not 260 no more. I don't
In
have
the
as much.
parking lot?
I don't have as much cushion for protection no more. But needless to say, the motherfucker made me jump, drop the L in a puddle of water.
Ooh.
Oh.
He didn't even know you had an L. He tried to keep it moving.
Motherfucker kept it moving, bro. Blew me.
Jay Hardcore, what up?
What's up there, fellas? I definitely like what we're talking about today. I really think that this fight has to happen now or never, to be truthfully honest, because it's just getting crazy. And I feel though that Crawford won. I feel though that Spence wants it. I feel though that Crawford got a lot of flack for taking that fight against Avanesyan. And I think it even bothered him a little bit because I heard him just kept saying, hey, it ain't my fault, opposed to just wasn't tripping off of what people were saying. So I think he definitely wants to make it. But let me ask you one quick question, fellas. The main reason why the fight didn't happen in December was, if I'm not mistaken, he wanted to fight this year and not next year. Is that correct? Would you all agree?
I would agree.
Oh, okay. And also he said that he agreed to everything. So I see no obstacles at this particular point of not making this.
You know what?
The only obstacle.
Hey, you know what? And it's a good thing the fight didn't happen this weekend. Now that I think about it,
why?
Like December 17th was a proposed date, right? Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
All right. The reason I say that it's a good thing to fight, bro, we might have not got the fight. Fucking Earl just got in a car wreck.
Yeah, I
right,
mean,
and hurt his leg.
Yeah, but
he hurt his leg.
But if he would have been in the gym, if he would have been in training camp, nobody knows. Like, you can't assume that every event that happened until yesterday would have happened.
No, you cannot. You cannot assume it. I'm just saying, bro. Like, looking at it now that Bud has fought, now that, bro, looking at, and now that this would be fight week, right? Bro, looking at it, it's like, damn, like, you never know with the whole Earl
Nah,
situation.
you do know that he wouldn't have been out there.
Bro, how the fuck you know?
Because it's different. You live in a different life. You got a different mindset. You in camp mode. He probably would have had yoga at that time or probably been asleep at that time.
So on his way to yoga, the fucking dickhead that stole their parents' car wasn't finna be alive? I'm just saying, I'm not saying the car.
Danny don't watch no Marvel MCU movies. He don't know shit about DC Comics. He trying to tell me, I got 2 movies of Guardians of the Galaxy, man. And you can't just do that.
Bro, my girl tried to get me to watch some whack shit yesterday, some shit called like
Black Adam.
Yup, that was it, bro.
You wildin' not watching that.
Man, fuck all that. We watched for the first time ever How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I ain't never seen that before till yesterday.
And it was super whack.
Yeah, it was pretty
First
whack.
of
I
all,
ain't gonna
Black
lie.
Adam is the first superhero out here killing dudes. So you truly messed up. But go ahead, Jay.
Yeah. So pretty much, man. I feel though that it's going to happen. I don't think that there's too many obstacles left to get over, and that we get it. I hope that it's a 3-fight deal, meaning the first fight they both got options for a rematch, and then Jamel at 154, if so happen, Crawford wins. But I see no obstacles now. I think if it doesn't get made now, they just don't want to fight. That's all I can.
I mean, Crawford's his
What?
post-fight interview and press conference definitely sounds like he wants to fight. You know, he's letting Earl and Al and anyone that is listening on behalf of them know he's willing, he's able, he's not trying to do anything else before that. His phone is on. Like, I mean, what more does he got to do other than just actually call them himself?
Yeah, but then how about he says, well, you know what? I got 10 million. I'm gonna at least need a 10 million guarantee.
Again, he already agreed to no guarantee. So the fact that y'all saying guarantee, like he already agreed.
Yeah, but now he's saying I'm proving that I can get money, this type of money. So,
But that's okay. He still already accepted a deal in place with no guarantee in the past. So I'm not seeing why we're gonna assume now he don't want one.
PBC, wow.
Just like they say, yesterday's price is not today's price.
Amen to that.
No, and you're right. And that's why it's better for you not to cap yourself and take a guarantee, and instead you split the revenue with the person you're fighting. Al gets his 10, 15%, and the fighter split everything else.
That's what I want. That's what I believe it should happen. Because if he feel though that this fight is going to do what it's supposed to, why trip? Eddie Hearn even said, he said normally big fights like this normally don't have any
If we going off Eddie said the most he would guarantee is 400,000 pay-per-view buys. So that's still a lot of money, I'm going to be real, especially American.
At $80.
400, almost like 40 mil, right?
Yeah, especially when it ain't no, well, the promoter going to get something, but, he ain't getting like that 25, 35%, like how they normally be grabbed.
Yo, PBC wildin', champ. Let me tell you.
With what?
You know how many fights they have on the card this weekend? The Frank Martin card?
What?
17 fights.
Yeah, they got to get dudes out, baby.
Bro, but
they got contracts. I got to get you 3 fights a year.
Most would think that, right? But it's like, bro, half these guys not even with them. I'm saying?
Hey, they want to sell tickets? I don't know. Yeah. Who's on the card?
Shout out Robert Merriweather.
Okay, he got on the card?
Yeah.
Shout out, man.
Yeah.
Listen, that kid's going to be the future, man.
Yeah, shout
out. He beat Linares up in sparring. He got Linares out here doing videos talking about, Robert Merriweather, he's going to be the champion. This guy is a champion. He must have put all types of paws on him. Jay Hardcore, let me get you some other people.
You seen Christian and Billy fight this
All
week,
right,
too.
I'll take it easy, man. And whatever y'all do, don't be shoplifting. Smash that like button. We need it.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
out.
Yes, sir.
Who Billy fighting?
Von Alexander.
Okay. There's money to be made there. Shh. Yo, look at this. Zzz, zzz, zzz. Cause I told you to pick Jared by knockout. Just saying. We also told you to pick Luis Alberto Lopez. Just saying.
I mean, I had
The betting show is so worth it. You know, it's crazy.
I had the 8 team technically knocked down to 7 since bro, my 17 parlay hit.
Yeah, I seen that, bro. You made more money than me this week. You hit.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I think they
I'm gonna be
canceled
honest with you, bro. Like, you just put the pressure on me because
because you ain't winning in a while. But listen, I think they canceled my shit because Shushu didn't fight. Because I had the round robin. So the only one I didn't get was Keyshawn by knockout. So that should have saved my round robin, meaning I lose the Keyshawn, I win everything else. But then it's red because it says no play for Shushu. I'm like, what the fuck? So they canceled my shit instead of giving me my round robin with the 1 loss. But it's all good. I got Amin on the check, and I was trying to get you in on the link. I don't know what happened. But them early mornings when Danny's not around, man, we going to get you on now that we got the interview mode working. We're going to get back to having our other content creators on the show, man. But what it do?
Hey, man, everything is good. Shout out to Danny for, you know what I'm saying, just looking rejuvenated, man. Looking real rejuvenated. And, yo, Danny, I'm proud of you. You said you was down. You don't have how many more pounds no more?
Oh man, I'm down like 65 last time I checked.
Yo, God bless you, bro. For real. For real, for real, for real. I'm so proud of you for that, brother.
Appreciate you, champ.
Way before the show, many people don't know I came down to 400 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So I've been this size for like the last 10 years or so, but I'm proud with anybody. I'm watching Supermex. I'm watching Bola de Grasa. I'm watching anybody on that journey. But let's give it this boxing shit right quick. Yo, Terence Crawford is in a good position. And I just want to take y'all on a walk right quick. I hooked up my brother with a young lady. The first time they met, she refused him, even though I knew she was in a bad relationship. She refused the doctor. She said, I don't want nothing to do with him, right? A year later, they meet. The nigga almost got her pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Surprise what time can do. So what Crawford needed to do was he needed to reestablish himself. Because when people are saying, oh, well, he ain't this and he ain't that, go out on my own, fight on black crime, get what I need so I can come down and make myself more available for a healthy relationship. I think he's on the way to a healthy relationship with Earl Spence. I think he'll feel more comfortable going over to PBC because he got that chance to shake that, no pun intended, that Bob Arum monkey off his back. So aside from being an optimist, that fight is going to happen. And suppose it doesn't, and I don't want to give myself all the credit in the world, but I'm telling you, Bud Crawford is really the type of dude to be like, yo, all right, well, if they don't want to make the fight, I still want to see what PBC has to offer. Can y'all get me the Jamel Charlo fight? Again, I can't really say it because I don't know the man personally, but what he's doing, it seems like he's just trying to, somebody that's uncomfortable doing shit, he's making himself more comfortable. He wasn't comfortable speaking, now he's speaking more.
I think he ain't really got a choice, right? He ain't got a choice no more. He ain't got ESPN pushing him out to the public. He got to do it now.
And he's doing it though because how many fighters can't, or how many fighters try to do something? And look, I'm gonna just say real, Keyshawn Davis. I don't like the way he's doing it. I feel like he should let his talent speak more. He just be going off the rails for me, you know. But maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm a little too scary. I don't know. But yo, Bud Crawford, I'm impressed with what he did this weekend. Yo, the card, and truth be told, it was comparable to a PBC type card in terms of the depth and the quality of fights. Shout out to
yeah, I don't know about hell no. I definitely don't agree with that. Hell no. You said the black. You said
I'm talking televised.
Yeah, the televised, bro. They gave us an extra fight on pay-per-view and it still wasn't worth it. They gave us a fifth pay-per-view fight that shit still wasn't worth it. Come on, bro. We just had look. We got Tank. We got Tank coming up on pay-per-view. with fucking Boots as co-main. You got Boo Boo, the second pay-per-view fight, and you got Rashidi opening it off.
That's the first time PBC done gave us something that good. And I'm a fan of many fighters on PBC cards, but we all know PBC got the weakest cards of all of them.
Yeah, no, I can't say Black Prime gave the world a better card than like what card the Bud Crawford fight. What pay-per-view card was that better than? What PBC pay-per-view card was that better than? You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, they gave us an extra fight. Go ahead.
Okay, I got one. The fucking pay-per-view that they charged us for. That the Wilder card, even with the Caleb plan on it, as far as excitement, entertainment, top to bottom, undercards, you got more. You saw the fans, and I myself was more entertained with Jeremiah Milton and Big Boy Calloway that he was fighting. That was a more entertaining fight. The kids, the crowd was on their feet for Kid Candy.
Yeah, but it's not the same caliber though. So it's like you trying to give credit to somebody for putting on a better card when they just got lucky to have a better fight, in your opinion. But caliber matters. Wilder, Plant, Durrell, Hellenius, those are names that are way more known than whoever the hell was on that Crawford card.
And think about it, yo. Fucking Plant arguably delivered knockout of the year.
I mean, Chris Cyborg had a fight with Lil Boosie. I don't even know, like, that shit shouldn't have been sanctioned.
Talking about Lil Boosie, bro. You funny.
Yo, definitely shouldn't have.
Yeah, I don't know what they was doing
Black
there.
Youngster,
Yeah, I thought it was Black Youngster. Bro said Lil Boosie. I thought it was Black Youngster, truth be told. But, you know, nah, for real, though, man. Come on, don't stop lying to the people, man. That
shit wasn't.
No. But look, it's whoever can get the fighters. So this is what I'm saying. Bud is ready to make that kind of movement because we saw Marv Nation jump out the window and have an excellent card. That could have been on ESPN, could have been over here, could have been over there, but it was on Marv Nation. So what I'm saying is you got Crawford. If he's willing to do that with and for Black Prime, people need to get out of here with all of that. He ain't this and he ain't that. Just give the man some credit. Okay, maybe I'm overdoing it. Give him some credit and the fight will be made, not because it's temperamental, but because of the value. I just thought that the venue, the way that the fans were entertained, the lighting was bad, but other than that, I thought it was good value, you know? But I don't want to hold up the line, man. I know they probably killing me in the fucking chat, but it's all good, man. I love y'all fellas, man.
Nah, they been killed your ass, champ. It's been about 2 minutes. Your wake is tomorrow morning.
Yo, the Ghost Knows Boxing. What up? Ghost.
Hello?
What up?
Hello? What up? I was gonna ask, is Inoue inside 3 rounds? Do you think that's free money?
Who?
Tomorrow.
Man.
Inoue.
You gotta tune in Friday, man. You gotta tune in Friday.
How you gonna tune in Friday for a fight that's tomorrow, dude?
I mean, well then I don't know, bro. I can't be giving out betting advice like that live over the
I'm gonna be
airwaves.
honest with you. I'm gonna give it to you just because I know what the odds are. They got Inoue like a minus 1,500 by knockout.
Damn.
So yeah.
I don't even know why people bet on them big fights. It's like never money to make.
I think inside 4. What's the over under?
I don't know the American one, but it's like you have to put like 200 to win 100.
No, I'm saying like what's the over under? Like what round do they think he's gonna get the stoppage?
2.5.
So halfway through the third, yeah. I'd probably go over.
Okay. And also, do you think is Jared Anderson? Do you think he's the real deal? Because Daniel Dubois is only like 2 years older, and he was doing the same thing like 3-4 years ago.
Daniel Dubois should have Frank pick up the phone, call his old friend Al. I mean, not Al, Bob, and make the fight happen.
Which one, Jared?
Oh yeah.
I don't want that fight.
Yeah, I think Daniel would knock him out. He's too small.
They don't want that fight.
Man.
Because Daniel could Joyce's power. I know people saying about the Lerona fight, but he took Joyce's power.
I mean, did he
quite
really?
easy.
Did he really, or did he get destroyed by a jab?
Yeah, but he didn't really drop or look like he was gonna get hurt, and he was only 22 then. Like Jared Anderson's still fighting tomato cans.
So now
Jerry Forrest is a tomato can. Oh, I get it. You feeling threatened. You feel threatened.
So Dubois was 23. Jared just turned 22 a month ago. So, slight difference.
Dubois,
and
Dubois just turned 25 like a month ago as well.
Right, and I'm saying when he fought Joyce, he was 23. So, he had a year.
Inoue missed weight. Inoue missed weight.
Because Jerry Forrest, I don't know if you saw, but he fought the Chinese guy. I forgot his name. Zhang. And, yeah, if Zhang didn't get tired because he's like 70 years old, he dropped Jerry Forrest like 4 times inside 2 rounds.
But that's the thing. See, Ghost, I gotta let you go today because you wildin'. Jerry got up off the floor 3 times, not 4. 3 times. Come back.
How many times did Jared drop him?
Jared.
Yeah, how many times did he drop him?
Jared just stopped him.
Now, how many times did he drop him, though? Because apparently he's got this real power.
He didn't.
Bro,
he stopped him.
A man has never been stopped. He got stopped in the second round.
I gotta go, though. I gotta go. You don't watch enough boxing. You're tripping right now. First and foremost, he got the stoppage on Jerry. Jerry, you can't call.
Man, he called out your boy, man. Tell Frank to call Bob to get Daniel ass put in a fucking blunt and smoked. All right?
He made me lose my train of thought.
Jerry, you was talking about how Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry, you can't call him a tomato can, bro. Like, you can't be disrespectful. At least you have to know what you're talking about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Jerry is a good heavyweight fighter, had a great fight with, Zhang. And, he got up off the canvas 3 times, bro. 3 times to come back and fight such a competitive fight that some thought he won. So to call him some sort of can, that's pretty disrespectful. It shows that you got nervous energy for Jared to be facing Dubois. You want to upplay the power of Joyce, but at the same time take away from it by saying that Dubois took his power well when in fact he didn't. The power of the jab was so much that he caved under it. And then you want to disrespect Jerry Forrest, but give Dubois credit for what just happened to him. Last I checked, he got put down 3 times versus an unknown dude. But you want to give him credit because he got back off the floor 3 times and got the actual knockout, unlike Jerry. So just be fair, bro, because that's corny. John James.
Boxing pound for pound, Jack. Bro, it's the same thing with Joyce, old ass. 37-year-old man could get that shit too.
Yeah, I think.
Bro, he got 15 motherfucking years on Jared, but only got 2 pro fights on Jared. Come on, champ. They be waiting too late.
John James, what up? Yeah, what we got on our hands is a young athlete, not one that chose to fight in another sport and instead, has focused all his attention since youth on boxing. Like, he's ready to go. But, John, what up? It's on you. John James. Going once.
Going twice, John.
Try again, John.
Una vez más.
Majid, what up? Unmute, Majid.
So just want to let everybody know that Inoue did make weight on the second attempt. Initial weight was 118.1, and second official check came in at 117 3/4 pounds. So we do have a
title fight,
undisputed fight on the line. And just for the record, this will be the first time, should there be a winner and not a draw, this will be the first time there's ever been a bantamweight undisputed champ.
Majid, are you there?
Era.
Majid. You can speak. There you go.
You can hear me?
Yes,
All right,
sir.
everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Shit, I'll make it simple. I feel like if Crawford and Spence fight don't get made, the smartest way, in my opinion, is to get Stanonius, because if he ain't signed to a network and everything, it should be easy to lure him in, and then I'm just thinking evil, like as like little T Crawford thing, so, get to Stanonius, so if Errol Spence stick to his word and don't fight Thurman, you know what I'm saying? You got Boots next up in line. I'm just trying to play chess with this shit. But that's all I had with it, man. I'm out.
Majid, appreciate you calling in, champ. Looks like we got John James back. What up? John.
Yo.
Wow.
Can you hear me?
We do.
Can you hear me?
We do.
Okay. First thing I just want to say is why y'all keep giving credit to Crawford for that fight, saying it was a great fight. This wasn't no great fight. The outcome was expected, right? Number two, we all know by Crawford's response after the fight, that Earl thing is shot. It ain't happening. Man, that's all I wanted to get on here to say.
Wait, repeat that last part, bro.
The last thing I said was by Crawford's response. He been on 10 interviews saying, yeah, definitely, he want the fight. It's going to happen, right? Then when he get the time to call out Spence, prime time in front of everybody, make a statement, let us all know this is what he going to stand on, he don't do that. He ain't do it. So I'm like, okay, I got to look at that different as a man. You just brought him up for 10 interviews. Like, man, endlessly, more than your own fight. When you get a chance.
are you 100% sure he brought him up, or Kate Abdo, Brian Custer, myself and Danny, and the dozens of others that interviewed brought up Earl, Axe, and Terrence?
Okay, I'll give you that. You correct. You guys did bring it up, right? But correct me if I'm wrong. When he go into these interviews, he can tell you guys, hey, don't ask me about X, Y, and Z. He can tell you guys that up front because you gonna give him a list and say, hey, this is what we want to ask you. Maybe you guys don't.
We don't give anybody any premeditated questions.
And Ness, you've been doing this a lot longer, so I'm sure it's been more for you. But bro, in my damn near 4.5 going on
John,
5 years,
you gotta mute the radio in the back. You got the radio playing, the phone on speaker.
But bro, I could only think of maybe 2 or 3 occasions where the individuals like, oh yeah, what we talking about? What y'all asking me? Usually it might be like the publicist or the manager.
Yeah.
But yeah, that don't never happen for real. But
Brandon, People's Champ, Cincinnati.
Talk to us.
If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. Brandon, you there? It looks like he dropped off. We got some super chats to get to. OGPG says, I got my shirt for $25 online. I'm not sure that's real. He talking about the Earl shirt. You got a copy, bro. People could copy it because the image is out there, so people can make fake ones. You know what I'm saying? If that's you, then if you bought a fake Earl shirt, you also not buying the pay-per-view.
For the people listening right now, this is the type of shit that gets you clocked out, right? Timed out. So go look at Ruth's comment before I time his ass out.
What Ruth said?
Cause it's like, bro, you know damn well we cover this man 3, 4 times, 5 times a week. So what the fuck is you talking about, right? So you say dumb shit, boom.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe that's sarcasm. And you took it the wrong way.
Well, even if it's sarcasm, champ, that would be saying like, oh, look, they're covering Crawford. Like, that's not what we do.
No, sarcasm would be the opposite. Like, wow, they're covering Crawford. Like, something they always do.
Oh, well, I mean,
but
he got timed out.
We got callers, and you can call in 14255695241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion. Right here, Voice of the People hotline. We got Brandon on Discord and a bunch of callers on Twitter Spaces we'll be getting to in just a minute.
Yo, TBV.
Yo.
What up?
What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
What's going on? What's going on, Ness? What's going on, Danny?
What up,
All well to the Mo's. Shout out Mo now. Sorry, nah, just fucking.
Yo, y'all got moles out there in Ohio?
Fake ones. Little
Fake
wannabe
ones, fake
niggas. You
ones.
know how that go, though.
I feel it.
Yo, y'all got
But,
the real Mo on the line. I better chill.
Nah, but as far as Bud goes, like I said yesterday, he did what I expected him to do. Like I said, Avanesyan brought nothing to the table that Bud hasn't seen. He did it around earlier than I expected. As far as what's next, you know what I want. I want Earl. All Bud is saying is, look, man, I'm a free agent. I'm not this, welfare baby y'all make me out to be. I got options. People want to fuck with me and pay me big money, so come correct this time. Don't come with no bullshit offer or I'll just bounce, because we always say boxing is a business for everybody else, but why when Bud exercises his business options, it's an issue. Like, it's cool when everybody else do it, but it's a problem with Bud do it. No, it's a business. So come correct on the business if you really want this fight made. But I'm hoping it gets made. But Charlo would be a good one as well. But I want Earl and Bud because of the history. And man, as far as the caller, I think he was from the UK talking about Daniel Dubois stop Jared Anderson. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here talking that retarded shit, Jared Anderson to beat dog shit out of Daniel Dubois. I mean, didn't dude just get dropped 3 times this past weekend or 2 weekends ago? This is the wrong time to be mentioning Daniel Dubois.
To be fair,
Especially-
Jared ain't been in with a puncher like Dubois, though. He do
I
got
don't give a fuck.
Dubois ain't been in there with someone as agile, and youthful as Jared, but, Jared ain't been.
Quit acting like this dude that just dropped Daniel Dubois, this super punch. There was some unheralded guy we never heard of putting him on his ass cheeks.
I mean,
boxing
is
Get out of here.
boxing is global, man. There's a lot of people we never heard of. We never
Jared
heard of
Anderson beat shit out of
Ndongo.
Daniel Dubois.
We never heard of Ndongo till he beat Edward Tranowski.
Fuck him too. We talking Jared Anderson
I'm
right
just
now,
saying,
though.
and
Daniel Dubois,
and that's what
get
I'm
his
saying.
ass
We
kicked.
never heard of the dude Daniel Dubois went to war with until we had to hear about him. That's all I'm saying, brother.
We weren't supposed to hear about him. Daniel Dubois let that dude make a name off of him. You see Jared Anderson done fought guys 13-1, undefeated, guys coming off big wins, big draws.
Yo,
against
and
Leo
let me
Gates.
tell you, and let me tell
He
you,
ain't let
still-
him, none of them niggas make no name.
And all of that still is Jerry Forrest, the biggest name. So it's like, Dubois been in there with Joe Joyce.
And he got shit beat down his leg. What's his biggest name? Fucking Trevor Bryan? What's his biggest win?
Experience.
Trevor Bryan?
Experience. He earned experience in that loss. You gonna say no?
I guess he experienced a broken face. Put him in there with Big Baby. My little young gonna knock him the fuck out. He ain't on this level. He too slow and lethargic, man.
I mean, Bob
UK bum.
Bob
He
knew
a UK level fighter.
Bob knew how much David Avanesyan was making because of his great friend Frank. Tell Bob to pick up the phone.
Please. You think Frank really want to put him in there with Jared Anderson?
What?
He
Hell
gonna
yeah.
sign that boy
Every
Fuji
UK
Yamamoto.
fighter dreams to have a big American fight. Of course.
And no, he ain't. That boy gonna keep his ass in the UK like all the other UK
I ain't gonna lie.
bums.
I'm sure he'll throw him in there because at the end of the day, it's like, bro, you're not gonna take the chance. Like, you've seen your guy get dropped. You've seen your guy get stopped. You've seen your guy get his face broken. Why not put him up with right now probably the most talked about heavyweight in the United
Yeah,
States
and you could
of
change the whole
America?
perception if he get the win.
Put him in there then. Put him in there then. And then
I
put your
mean,
money where your
I
mouth
get
is.
it. You rather Jared fight Jermaine Franklin?
Nah, I told you I want my boys Big Shot Shaw to get.
You
the
right
shot,
though.
'cause
I would
fuck with
maybe
Big Shot Shaw too.
That's gonna take too long to develop. Maybe they should do Dillian White.
He called for Dillian.
Man, they beat
When?
the shit out of Dillian White
After
too,
the fight.
man.
Oh, really?
He said Daniel Dubois. He said Joe Joyce.
Damn, he
said,
want all UK
He said
dudes.
Dillian White And then I cannot hold on. Give me a sec.
Damn, he want all UK dudes.
Dillian White has trouble with the skills and speed of Jermaine Franklin, a poor man's big baby. Man, come on, Dillian White will
I
get
want
washed.
that fight. Honestly, I
Bum.
want that fight.
Frank Sanchez was the fourth heavyweight. So
Damn, all heavyweights.
that fight.
All heavyweights not with Top Rank.
So he called for Frank. He called for Dubois, which that's easy. He called for Joyce, and he called for Dubois. Yeah, Dubois, Dillian White. There we go. Dubois, Dillian White, Joyce, and
they all get washed. Ask Tyson Fury.
Oh no,
what Jared
it wasn't
Anderson did to
Joyce.
them guys.
So okay, that's
Get
what it
them
was.
guys
That's
up
what it
outta
was.
there.
It was Dillian Dubois. It was Frank Sanchez, and it was Philip Hergovich.
Oh, he want Philip.
So he called for Philip Hergovich, Frank Sanchez. He called for Daniel Dubois, and then he called for I want to say
They
Dillian
all
White.
get washed.
He called for the
They all get
boogeyman. What
washed.
they gonna say now that he calling for the boogeyman?
Who the boogeyman?
Hergovich.
Man, you know what's up with that.
Man, they all get washed. Ness, you tripping. Joe Joyce.
Why you keep saying I'm tripping like I'm saying something wrong? I ain't saying nothing wrong. You about to make the man go against me.
Nah, you ain't tripping, but Joe Joyce, if it ain't Joe Joyce and the Big Four, them the only guys giving this kid any work, and I think he beats all of them except for probably
Jesus
Tyson
Christ.
Fury.
Jesus Christ, y'all wild. You wildin', bro.
He too good, man. He's a dedicated Riddick Bowe. He's got everything.
He do.
All right, you'll see.
I ain't saying he don't. I'm saying let's get the
He
fight.
The man.
He called you.
He washed
Nah, he
all
just
them
texted me,
niggas.
though.
He washes all them niggas, man. Ohio stand up. We got us another one. Jared Anderson, my little youngin' out of Toledo, smashing all them UK niggas you just named. Easy work. He about, man, easy work. But that's my call,
make the
man. Shout out
fight.
to Bud. Shout out to Jared Anderson. Shout out to Tank. All my other little youngins. I'm out.
I hope y'all support Jared. Hope y'all support. We should do a poll how many mugs done bought that pay-per-view yesterday. See what that's looking like. We got line 6. Reed, what up? Twitter Spaces. What up? Unmute, champ. I see your mic muted. There you go.
Hey, Ness, man, I ain't really been on in a while, man, but I got a bone to pick with Boots' team, man, and Bozy. I'm sitting there watching those ESPN fights this week, and they talking about Xander Zion, Keyshawn Davis, or Zayas, whatever the hell his name is, and those dudes are signed with a network that's promoting them, and then Boots, man, is like the best thing any of us ever seen lace up a pair of gloves, and he gets no exposure, man, and his dad, I ain't got nothing against him, but they moving that boy the wrong way, man. There's no reason why he should be fighting this Karen dude, man. How come him and Rashidi Ellis couldn't get it on? I know Rashidi is ranked lower, but that's just because he's not active. I think Boots and Rashidi would be a good fight, bro.
I mean, if you're Al, right? Do you want to throw your undefeated guy in there with a killer? The undefeated guy you just signed to your company, or do you want to give him a couple fights, let him get that ring rust off, and see what he can do? See if there's maybe a better avenue that.
And let him make some money, because Golden Boy had him shelved for like 2 years, Rashidi, so he wasn't able to eat, man. He probably still living at home with his moms.
I feel that, man. I thought y'all was talking about Boots. I was about to say Boots ain't worried about nobody. Anybody from 47 to 68, Boots will wash. Right now, guaranteed.
Yeah, well, then he need to do that. You need to do that. See, when Thurman was as avoided as Boots, Thurman moved up to 54, knocked somebody out, former champ at 54. Like, maybe Boots needs to start doing that. But he going the political route. He fighting Karen for the IBF interim or some shit. Eliminator.
I mean, I'm thankful that the guy is fighting. Obviously, it's just a blessing. But I'm just upset because it's not even gonna go past 2 rounds. Like, I sit there, get all amped up for a Boots fight, sitting there just all super moist and stuff, and then the fight's over in like 1 round. It's like, damn, that energy for no reason.
Champ.
Like,
Don't use that term again. That don't even make sense, man.
It's just like, man, Boots is the man, bro. And it's like, I don't know, man, but his people is moving the wrong way, man.
Nah, I hear you. Yeah, man. Hopefully they do
Bro,
something though.
pugilism is hilarious.
Shout out Line 6 Reed. Thank you for calling in.
Appreciate you, champ.
Who we got on Discord?
Yo,
Okay, what up?
pugilism said Big Baby Anderson, Ron Jeremy Torres. He is fucking hilarious for that. And Jalalov are the future of the heavyweight.
I do. I like because of the mustache. I get him with the Jeremy. You know, that's what I want though.
I was thinking more of the curly hair.
Okay, that's what I want though. I want what's my man's name? Big Baby versus Big Baby. We got Ray Johnson. What up? Waiting for Ray Johnson to connect. While he does that, you go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. You got to
unmute.
Yep, we hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes, we do.
All right, look. I think at this point we need to just be honest. Like PBC, I just think PBC don't want that fight. I get it. Everybody be listening to what Errol Spence got to say and such. But if you listen to the promoters, the people who make his fights, like I know everybody sat there and watched that Leonard Ellaby interview when he said that Errol Spence Crawford fight is not happening next. And the interviewer said, well, what if Errol Spence wants Crawford next? He said, I can guarantee you that fight is not happening next. Floyd Mayweather came out and said that fight is going to happen maybe somewhere down in the future, but not now. And everybody's still acting like Crawford could have still made it happen. No, they just don't want that fight yet. Like, and it's okay. But Spence fans is just trying to save face. Like, I think it's clear as day when a promoter is offering a boxer who's a champion, no guarantee. Like, I mean, it's just unprecedented. Everything is going. They just don't want the fight yet. And it's all right, but they just be honest about it. They don't want the fight. PBC can make this fight. They could have been made the fight. They could have offered Crawford, like, Crawford was willing to take some old bullshit to begin with. So it's like, yo, they just don't want to make the fight right now. So just be clear. Let's just say that. Like, let's stop acting like it's really some real negotiation and Crawford is stubborn and all this. No, they said it out their own mouth. The fight is not happening. It's not happening
let
right now.
Earl get his off. They ain't even announced, we don't even know what's going on with Earl. Let Earl get his off and then say that they don't want the fight. But you can't say that when...
But I listened to Ellaby. Hold on. So you didn't watch the interview with Leonard Ellaby?
Yeah, but how old is that interview? When did it come out? Because, like, last I checked, Ellaby...
That was this year.
All right, but
that was this year.
All right, but does he got a job? But does he got a job, though? Who he work for?
All right, but didn't Mayweather come out and say the same? So who
But
decides?
But again, okay. Think
that
about
was after Spence's last fight. Both of these interviews was after Spence's last fight.
Listen, bro. Let's
Go ahead.
talk. Let's talk. Cool. Mayweather said what he
Okay.
said. Mayweather said what he said. Does Mayweather have a promotional company anymore?
Does Mayweather work with Al Heyman?
Do he got a promotional company?
Yeah, Mayweather. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Who signed to them?
I don't know. They had Javante.
No,
the kid
they
Javante
don't got
fought.
Javante. They don't got Javante.
Like, what's the kid Javante just fought?
Rolly, he like you talking about
Yeah,
interviews.
Rolly.
Like you talking about interview. He said he
Rolly
got.
is with them, right?
No, like you talking about interviews. Rolly got an interview. Say he signed to Al.
All right. So what's the point that you're trying to make to go against what I just
That
said?
you using sources that ain't got shit to do with what we talking about.
You using Floyd and Ellaby. Ellaby, do he got a job? Who he work for? Last I checked, the only thing we seen him say on Twitter was, good job tanking Ryan for a fight that he didn't make, for a fight that got nothing to do with him. Does Ellaby still work?
Okay, so you saying basically when he did say that after the Spence fight, he didn't know what he was talking about.
I mean, even still,
I'm
bro,
saying
that
who
shit.
he worked for,
It's a yes or no question. I mean, it's a yes or no question. Did he not know?
I'm saying shit changed because when he said that, I bet you he had a job. I bet you he still was promoting Tank. And as we talking today, what's his status?
Okay, but They're not negotiating right now.
My man.
So right now is irrelevant to what he was saying when the negotiation. These interviews with Mayweather and Ellaby happened when the negotiations with Spence was supposed to been going on.
Okay, and both of those dudes that told you fights couldn't happen
Yeah,
got no stable now.
I don't even know that that's true. You just
The
said
fight didn't happen.
you just said it was after Earl fight. That shit was in April.
Yeah, that was after the Ugas
Yeah,
fight.
you know how much shit that happened since then?
It's
Like,
I
you
mean,
know how
it's irrelevant
long?
if the people.
No.
All right,
I mean,
look. All right,
bro,
look.
nobody was even talking negotiations back then. So you talking about
All right,
an
what I'm saying
interview
is this.
before they even came to sit down?
Is my point exactly? So what I'm saying is this: Al Heyman doesn't speak. So the only way you're gonna know what's going on because Errol Spence is not in control. So anybody outside of Mayweather and Ellaby, if Al Heyman doesn't speak, who else can say something to let you know what's actually going on?
Steven Espinoza, Sam Watson.
And what has he said? And what has they said?
I mean, you the one calling in, quoting interviews from 8 months ago.
Yo,
you should have it. You should have it on deck.
I did some research, yo. I did some research. Mayweather Promotions has a huge fight going down on the Cosmopolitan December 17th. It's not even the people. Yo, you gotta echo.
Yes or no question. I'm gonna say yes or no question.
He got the whole show playing in the background. Bruh, they got a huge show December 17th. I bet you assuming it's Michelle's, right? Nah. After Michelle, Rivera, and Frank Martin, they got a show live on BXNG. Shout out to my man, Adam Glenn. He done made it. Adam done made it. Adam been doing shows. Yo, shout out to Adam Glenn. He's the owner of Jimmy's Corner, Jimmy Brown's Cafe, or whatever that shit is, right across the street from Madison Square.
But do they have fighters on that card? Or?
Oh, yeah. Kevin Johnson, man. You know that's their fighter.
Saying. So it's not their card.
What you mean? Yeah, Jalil Hackett on that card, champ.
I just seen Jalil Hackett on the Showtime card.
And so is Jared Merriweather.
Yeah, that's
Nah, that shit, but on Mayweather Promotions, that shit say it's live on boxing. BXNGTV.com immediately following Premier Boxing Champions. This MayweatherPromotions.com, man.
Oh no, I was just on their Instagram. They ain't said nothing.
No, because they running out of people to help them do shit.
Who we got next?
We got KO Boxing. KO Boxing, what up?
Hey, yo, what's good? Can y'all hear me?
Perfect.
Great, man. Look, so I don't even know where y'all stand on this. I just see the title, but I want to explain to people why Charlo, Jermell Charlo for Terence Bud Crawford, he's not even an option, bro. Like, that's not even a realistic fight. And I'm explaining to y'all what I mean by that. He can only make that fight two ways. Number one, through negotiations with Charlo's promoter, or number two, by becoming Charlo's mandatory challenger if his promoter don't want to make the deal. We all know who does business with Charlo. That's Al Heyman. Anybody that thinks Al Heyman is about to make a deal with Bud Crawford for him to fight Jermell Charlo before he fights Errol Spence, you're crazy. Errol Spence is his cash cow. That's the fight that Errol wants. And the only fighter that Terence Crawford is going to get any kind of play for from the PBC is Errol Spence Jr. Now, maybe Charlo in a two-fight deal, but to somehow think that the PBC is going to be willing to negotiate with him, to think that they paid all this step-aside money so that Earl could unify with Ugas, that they allowed for Earl to fight mandatories, and they went and helped them get the unification fight.
They ain't pay shit. Who?
Sean Porter. With Sean Porter.
Why Earl pay that?
Whoever paid step-aside money. They did not. They
somebody not involved in the fight you're speaking of.
No, someone paid Stanley on this money to step aside.
Ugas.
We all know
Ugas. What the fuck Ugas got to do with this fight?
Okay. Who's Ugas' people, my brother?
The Cubans.
Who manages and promotes Ugas? No. Who is he under?
Yeah, Louis the Cubans Jr. That's his manager. You said who managed him?
What?
That's his manager.
Okay, brother. When is the last time that Ugas fought on a card that wasn't a PBC card? Since we doing this.
That wasn't a PBC card? Shit, before he got with
Yeah.
PBC. Like, what was that, 2014?
Oh, okay. So are PBC Ugas'
2015
people?
maybe?
Yeah. So are PBC Ugas' people?
So now they paid it. Because first it was
Ugas,
Earl.
Bro, Earl's people and Ugas' people are the same. Are they not both under the PBC? Am I tripping? Like, am I losing my sanity? Are they not both under the PBC?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Louis the Cubans could have paid it. The manager.
But you're still making it seem like because Al advises Ugas and Earl that he did something. Like, Ugas is still his own business. He's his own entity.
Okay. So we whoever paid it, you can say it's the Cubans. I'm saying Ugas' people, Earl and Ugas' people are the same. But anyway, I can.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's two separate businesses, right? Like, put yourself in Al's shoes. You manage or advise two different fighters. Why you keep acting like all the money is the same money? You like, oh, it don't matter. They're the same people, so his people's paid. Like, it's two separate businesses. You understand that, right? You understand that each fighter is their own LLC?
And one fighter has a manager, a very respectable manager who has made big fights happen in the sport. But nonetheless, regardless though, bro, like, it don't matter. If Ugas paid the sanctioning fee, he ain't paid because he was trying to help Earl out. He paid it because he thought he was going to win, and he was trying to make his bag, help himself out.
It don't matter. It don't matter why he. Of course, Ugas thought he was going to win. That's not even my point. What I'm saying is that they did all of that, right, so that Ugas and Earl could unify. Now, Earl has 3 belts. You are crazy if you think the PBC got all the way to the goal line only to go try to make a deal for Bud Crawford to fight someone else under their stable. Bud Crawford is either fighting Earl Spence or he's fighting no one. Al Haymon ain't even offering him nobody before Earl. That's the first point. The second thing that Bud could do is he could try to go the mandatory route. I'm the Super WBO champion. I'm going to move up to 154 pounds. Y'all don't want to do business with me. I'm going to make the sanctioning body order to fight. The problem with that route is Jermell Charlo is already fighting his WBO mandatory, who got pushed back 2 times, and Tim Tszyu.
Yeah,
Tim Tszyu was supposed to fight Charlo.
That's a month from now.
Yeah, so what are the chances that the WBO is going to order Jermell Charlo another WBO mandatory right behind the one he's already fighting? The other sanctioning bodies are up first before the WBO ever
Yeah, there's
comes
no
up again.
chance
So
of that happening in the same year for sure. Like, it's usually a year from one mandatory to the next. But remember, that's a traditional mandatory. This is a super champion activating his status. Canelo, he didn't have to wait. So we would have to see, you know what I mean? The rules could be different for a champion activating super champion status than just a mandatory challenger in line.
Canelo didn't have to wait for who?
For Billy Joe.
That's because Billy Joe didn't have a mandatory. Remember, so remember the.
But
Zach
Billy
Parker,
Joe
John
did.
Ross?
Remember, Billy Joe did. He won the title vacant.
If the mandatory has already been like named and they order that fight, then you can't just move up. It's the reason that Demetrius Andrade wasn't able to move up and immediately become Canelo's mandatory. They ordered him to fight Zach Parker in an interim fight because Zach Parker had already filed his mandatory paperwork. Andrade pulled out, and then Zach Parker ended up fighting John Ryder. We all know what's happening. The only way that a WBO person, a champion, can move up and fight the champion in that class without having to fight an interim fight or a mandatory fight is if no mandatory has already been called by the WBO. The fact that
Yeah, I don't agree with that, man. I go to the conventions. I know clearly that who's there, who petitions, who's been participating, all that matters, and finances matter. It's just clear as day that a Charlo Crawford fight is bigger for the WBO than whatever it is that you can come up with. Even right now, Charlo Crawford is bigger than any fight that Charlo has fought. Like, Harrison's not more popular. Castaño's not more popular. Nobody that you mention is more popular than fucking Crawford. So for the WBO, their percentage is bigger in the super fight, which is Crawford-Charlo.
But they're not allowed. You're 100% correct. He's more
You
popular in a bigger fight.
don't dare say they not allowed when you know the sanctioning bodies have done whatever they want, and we got plenty of facts to prove that. They break their rules daily. They break their rules daily to make other fighters and other promoters happy. Just like Canelo.
That's not what I'm saying, bro.
Okay.
What I'm saying is the WBO right now is Tim Tszyu. And yes, I agree 100%. Of course, Bud Crawford is more popular than all those guys that you mentioned. But what is also true is that a lot of those guys you mentioned, the Tony Harrison of the world and the Sebastian Fundoras of the world and the WBC, those guys are in-house fights for Jermell Charlo.
Do you know how many eliminators Fundora has had already?
Yeah, and he's supposed to fight Tony Harrison in March. He's had a lot.
All right. He's had at least 3 or 4 Lubin. This will be Fundora's second one or third one. Because he had one with the dude from Spain. Then he had one again with Lubin. Now he got to have one again with Harrison. Harrison had one with, Lubin had one with Gachet and a bunch of other people, plus the one that he lost with Fundora. So, again, the sanctioning bodies do what they want. You sitting here arguing, technicalities and rules and regulations, knowing damn well they do what they want. We're talking about 3 fighters and 3 fucking eliminators.
But what also happens is that if someone is powerful enough, if someone has enough money,
like
they can
Crawford,
get sanctioning bodies.
like Crawford. That's what I just said, and you said no.
What money? Hold on. What
I
money
gotta
and
go,
what
bro.
power
I gotta go, bro. You wilding right now. Crawford didn't just make $10 million. Crawford don't got power because he's the only last piece of the puzzle to the biggest fight of the last decade. What the fuck are we talking about? We can't be wasting time. It's hella callers here, bro. Y'all tripping. Who we got next, man? We gonna go to these super chats real quick. Looks like Karate Body. Benson Hedges in the chat says, Boots petitioned the WBO to fight Bud. Please explain to this guy that, in fact, is false. He's only petitioned the IBF. Yeah, I never heard about the WBO. I did hear about the IBF, and that was for Earl. And that's why he's fighting in some sort of interim for the IBF with Karen. So I don't know about any WBO petition that he may or may not have made. Danny, you heard anything?
Honestly, I haven't. I'm currently looking at the WBO regulation, trying to get some clarity on
as to what the super champion can and can't do.
So yeah, they got that. They just don't. Like, they say that he can request to move up or down to challenge the next champion.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't say, honestly, much else than that.
And that's my point, because they're going to leave it open, man, so that they can negotiate. If the next champion challenge and brings in the money, well, then what you think we're going to do, bro? We a sanctioning body. We a business. We got to bring in the money.
But who do we have next? We do have Blog Talk open, 425-569-5241. Press 1 time.
Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. We got Fred Robinson. Shout out to Fred. Met up with us in Phoenix. He says, off topic, but Teo needs to fire his father and call Derek James. We will be talking about Teo from Blue Wire at 12 o'clock today. He questioned, does he still have it? We're asking you, do you think he still have it? Catch us at 12 today from Blue Wire Studios out of the Wynn Casino, and you can call us up, same hot number, 1-425-569-5241 when we're at the Wynn. We got Matt Bent, 100 Kansas City Super Chat, $5. Shout out to you, and shout out to you for rocking your Kenichi Bears, listening to the show. Make sure to check out KenichiBear.com. Get yourself a set of Hibernation 5s. He says, nobody of note will be next for Bud. Flip, not the boogeyman. Juggy, the boogeyman. So he says Philip Hergovich is not the boogeyman. Juggy Juggernaut, Joe Joyce is the boogeyman. Do you agree?
Over Philip, absolutely.
All right. We got a fat $10 super chat from Superstar AT. If Bud don't get Spence, he should just knock off the next 3 top guys in the welterweight and retire. I don't know that I like the sound of that. It'll go down Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis style. Aroldis, I don't know. Aroldis. 100 to 1,200 with 10-leg parlay this weekend. Vinaldo money line, Anderson KO, Tiger KO, and 7 UFC fights. The bag. Okay, but you use my underdog in Vinaldo. I'll take the $5, but, you know, I definitely gave you better odds with that. Everybody was going Warrington except I and my partner. We got Box to the Beat LLC just sending a fat $10 super chat. No words, just love.
So, yeah, all it says is eligibility to be considered for designation as a mandatory challenger in higher or lower division. If requested by a super champion, the championship committee may designate the super champion as the mandatory challenger for the immediate higher or lower division.
Damn, but I thought once you said as the immediate, it was going to keep elaborating on next, but immediate higher or lower division doesn't pertain to the same sentence.
No, and then if you're another sanctioning body, you don't. It's not like you would have to abide by that, right? You want to get your percentage too.
I think that's what I'm saying. The other mandatory, like a Boots, probably would wait. Yes, there's a huge possibility that fight happens. There's a rematch or no rematch, and the belts get vacated. But there's also that one small possibility that you can beat Devin Haney and win all the belts in one fight. So do you not accept step aside and let them fight and see can you get the winner?
No, yeah, you got to accept step aside.
Gotta, man. You got to roll the dice. You never know. We got more super chats, though. Looks like Drew. And we got a request on Twitter as well. We coming to you, Decatur, Georgia. Lids low. What up? Looks like we got Drew who says, dude on Twitter Spaces is delusional to think that Crawford has no power or leverage. He got the final belt like Plant did versus Canelo. That alone should be leverage, but people want to make Crawford out to be a nobody. What up, Lids Low?
TBV, what happening, man?
What
up, tell us, champ.
Man, everything gravy, man. A great weekend of boxing, man. I actually got to go back and watch a couple cards over because, flipping in between, trying to watch a cell phone and a goddamn big-ass TV. You know what I'm saying? A lot going on. But I first want to say, shout out to Bud. My guy did what he supposed to do. The good-ass goddamn 3-4 combo. You did? I ain't mad at it, man. Who are the? As far as Tio, I shout it. Okay, so we know what happened when he got the Broner effect. Let's just say it like that. I don't know. They say Campos just took something out of him. I don't know what it is, bro. But whatever, I know it's mentally. He need to go see somebody. He need to go hang with like a Andre Ward or something. I ain't gonna, shit on here Pops, because Pops did get him to a certain point. But at a certain point, you got to turn it up a level, man. I dig T.O. for always trying to say that this is entertainment and all that, but not every boxer is the same as him. But I do value what he do bring. Now, with that being said, my guy, T.O., if you listening, bro, I don't know how you can, but you need to get to right where you was before Lomachenko, bro. Because you did talk a little shit, but the way you acted, match it with it. Now, you talking in fucking space, bro, and you still down here on Earth. So, I don't know, man. I hope that dude go see, like I said, Andre Ward is like the perfect kind of guy type that, you know what I'm saying, that can get him that positive type shit, even though it's other people. But Andre Ward is what come to mind. Yeah, but I salute to that cat. I ain't gonna kick him while he down. He ain't as great as he think he is. I'm gonna keep it 100, my nigga. You need to, get some humble pie, bro. Go find your big ass pie and eat all that shit. You did. Shout out to everybody else, the whole card under him, the whole card under Bud, even Pacquiao and his card, wherever that
bro,
was.
You the first person to talk about Pacquiao. I literally had him on the title and the thumbnail yesterday. Nobody talked about his fight. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I hope he did good. I hope he got good numbers. You know, it's all love with Pac-Man. You know, but I would like to see Pac-Man and money. I ain't gonna front since we got all the expeditions going on. Goddamn brain money and Pacquiao. They gonna make
Exhibition.
another little bag off that exhibition. Thank you, bro. They make a nice little bag off that shit, man. So
Yeah,
that's where I'm at with boxing, man. Earl, we got you next. Fuck all to anybody else. We want Earl, and if we can't get Earl, I'm saying this. Bring us Boots, Ballsy, whatever y'all need to do. I know you chasing Earl, but bro, come on over here and get with Bud, because we ain't taking no less competition. See, everybody got to realize Bud is on the age limit, bro. This man trying to do a certain amount of things so he can get the fuck up out of the box. He ain't trying to be here when he 40 and 50 and shit. You know, like a lot of these boxers, even Tank talking like that. So let's get these goddamn fights, man. I'm ready, man. Shout out to everybody. I'm at the count.
All right, champ. Thanks for calling in. Looks like we got Tennessee's own James. What up?
What's good? It's me, the ambassador of the great state of Tennessee. It's your boy James, P-A-Y-N-E, Mr. Lethal himself. And you know, like I know, the best part of waking up, always TBV in my cup, man. Shout out to the TBV alumni, made their phrase world famous. What's popping, y'all, man? I just want to say, I am definitely happy where we are right now with boxing. Not totally happy as far as the matchups we get, but happy as far as the business of boxing scene, like we making money in this fourth quarter, getting ready to round out the year. I see that Bud had a successful event in Omaha. Congratulations to that. Also, congratulations on the win to the Terence Bud Crawford and the Bud Crawford team, family, friends, fans, all of that good shit. Shout out to Omaha for, big business out there in Nebraska over the weekend. Shout out to Big Baby Anderson for your win also, man, in emphatic fashion. That was impressive to see. Man, prayers up for Tio and the Lopez family. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, whatever's going on off camera can get resolved off camera so we don't have to see the shit on camera.
I was gonna say, cause the shit ain't even off camera no more.
I mean, bro, like if they want a reality TV show or something, I mean, I'm sure it's a few networks that'll go.
That shit was definitely looking like Blueface.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit seemed more like more than reality TV, boy. That shit.
I mean, in these days, man, it's like we like seeing people toxic bullshit on a big screen. But me personally, I could not
I
see
don't like
that type
that
of shit
shit.
because
I felt bad. I ain't
especially
like
when
it.
especially when kids are involved. I don't like to see none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I know all too well the woes and lows of dysfunctional households on multiple fronts. So I just put it like that. So if they want some reality TV, MTV or VH1 or OWN or somebody, go holler at them folk. Maybe they can get a bag on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But let's try to keep shit like that off of the airways, especially when children are involved. And then back up to the business of boxing shit, because I want to keep it light and positive and quick. But yeah, man, and shout out to TriStar Boxing, man, my boxing promotion, man. We had a successful weekend in Memphis, Tennessee. Very profitable for us in Tennessee, so we appreciate everybody that came out
Shout
to
out
the show
Tim.
to help us pack out Beast Mode Fitness Sports Complex, man. All of the 350 people that showed up, all of our VIPs, all of our local celebrities in Memphis that showed up to show love to us. Shout out to the ring girl, shout out to the bartenders and the staff and everybody that made this shit go off like it did. The beautiful sorority of Alpha Kappa Alpha. We want to thank the AKA so much for their presence and the showing out in them motherfucker. We really appreciate y'all. So yeah, man, we had a successful weekend. Congratulations to all the fighters that got those dubs. Shout out to Ford City, Arkansas. Y'all got y'all a heavyweight Bruin. He pulled off a big upset against the Hungarian Hammer, man. Nobody expected to see that go down, but he knocked his ass out with 1 second left in the fourth round. And shout out to me, man. I'm an official timekeeper now. I'm licensed with the state of Tennessee, so now I'm officially at the judges' table keeping official times of these pro fights, you know what I'm saying? So This week I'm on lettuce, next week I'm on fries, and then this when the big bucks start rolling in. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know what it is, man. It's the illest, trillest, dopest boxing podcast in the entire galaxy. Yes, right. Third rock from the sun, astrologically, if you lost and don't know where yet, man. I am James Payne Lethal, finna get back to the blue collar grind, blue collar bullet shit, cliche king shit. I'ma holler at y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for the hard work.
All right, James, thank you for calling in. Looks like we got a few callers on the landline.
And for those who want to call in, 425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Going out to, who we got, Ness?
I got to get my trusty Google Doc up. In the meantime, in between time, looks like we got Good Money. Oops. Good Money Rico, what up? On Twitter, Good Money Rico, what it do? Gotta unmute.
Let us know. Who? Good Money Rico. Going
Gotta
once.
unmute, Suave. There you go.
Oh shit. My bad. Good morning, yo. What up with y'all, man? Big
Buenos
shouts to
dias.
everybody. Man, everything good, man. First off, I want to say, man, big shout to Ness. Hey, man, I seen you post your fight, man, against the heavy Mexican dude, man. Had to get him up out of there. He was trying to wrestle and all that. You know what I'm saying? So big
That's an
shouts out
old
to you.
fight, man. That's an old fight from
Look,
2017.
I'm just seeing it. It's new to me, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
big shouts to you for putting something out. But I want to say, I'm a Bud fan, of course. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. So I'm definitely happy with how the event turned out. David Avanesyan wasn't, who we wanted to see, but he still got him out of there, in typical Bud fashion. The event was sold out. And bro was tougher than, I actually thought he was going to be. I'm not even going to lie. He wasn't just no lay down opponent. Like, son was actually tough. So big shouts out to that. But I really wanted to speak on the Tio situation, right? And how I feel. Just my opinion. I feel like, Tio, he can box, man. He a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He's a good fighter. But son ain't never gonna get back to that Tio that we used to seeing or that we fell in love with, so to speak, until he get that smoke back with Cambosis, bro. I feel like that's the only thing that's really plaguing Tio, bro, because he can fight. He can bang, he got pop, he got defense, he fast, he explosive. But mentally, that shit, I feel like because of how he was riding the wave once he beat Loma and the takeover, you build so much hype and then you get beat by a dude that nobody is expecting you to be, not even yourself. You know what I'm saying? Until he really get that smoke back at 100% and really can say, all right, look, I gave him my all. I was 100%. I wasn't robbed and all this weird shit. He ain't gonna never be able to get back to himself, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. But with the Sandor Martin fight, bro, I feel like he won that shit. It wasn't a spectacular win. He didn't, you know what I'm saying, completely shut him out. People saying because of the knockdown or whatever, they feel like he lost. But, when they was getting in them exchanges in some of them rounds, Tio was getting a better half, like, after the knockdown. Like, it was just he won the fight. You know what I'm saying? It was an ugly win, but he got it over with. But, like, I just wanted to hop in and say, man, that nigga ain't gonna never be back to himself, bro, until he get that Cambosis smoke back. If bro need to move up or whatever, however he need to go, that's what he need to do, man. I really want to see it happen, though, because I got faith in bro. I feel like he's a better fighter than niggas give him credit for because he's so emotional. Then he get on there and start talking that flat earth theory shit. You know what I'm saying? Not literally, but
No,
he start talking like that, and then people,
no, literally, yeah.
no, yeah. Matter of fact, he do be talking that shit. But then when people hear that, it's like when you hear somebody talking like that, you like, man, this nigga, he's spaced out. Then he talking about being robbed, undisputed. It's so much shit with him.
No, he's still
instead of him
talking
just
about
saying,
the
you know what, I
zone
want that
set
status
him
back.
up. He's still talking about the
Yeah,
zone
yeah,
set
that's
him
what
up
I'm
like
saying. Like, bro,
Cambosos was
come on, man.
signed to the zone. Like he
Like, bro, like you
gone,
didn't get
man.
beat
He
up.
gone.
Like he beat you up, bro. It's cool. It's like this is my last thing. A lot of fighters feel like, man, once they lose, that shit tarnishes your rep. And in a sense, it does, but it doesn't though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really about how you bounce back after a loss. A lot of the greats, bro, got losses on their shit.
But that's
It's
the
rare that a
thing.
nigga is undefeated,
That's
bro.
why they great, because not everybody could bounce back from a loss. That should be too big mentally for them.
Too mental. Yeah, I feel like that with Tio, man. If he can get that smoke back with bro, and at least win or lose on his shield and not feel like he was, you know what I'm saying, not 100%, then I feel like he'll finally move past that shit.
I actually don't
You know what
mind
I'm
that
saying?
fight. I will say though that I don't know.
They ain't going back to that because Camboso's not signed to them, so he could end up ruining Tio by winning again.
Yeah, no,
You
I'm
think
not.
he'll win again, yo?
Who knows, bro? Man, that's my man's Jason Voorhees. He see Freddy Krueger at night. He see motherfucking Cambosos at night.
Yo, that was a good ass fight. I slick want to see that. I don't want to see T.O. fight. No, I don't want to even see him fight nobody else. Like, bro, you gotta get your lick back. You running around here bugging the fuck out. You gotta get your lick back, man. But that's all I really wanted to tap in and say, man. Appreciate y'all. Love what y'all doing, man. Continue to, you know what I'm saying, keep spreading this boxing knowledge for niggas that ain't listening, that don't pay attention for real. I fuck with the channel, man. Shout out to everybody in here too.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank
it,
you for
champ.
joining us. And I do want to announce, man, we got to get ahead and ring the alarm. We definitely made it to 160,000. So we at 160,015. So we on to the next one, man. We going to 160,000.
161.
Yeah, 161. So we
Let's
going out
go.
to Mo. What up, Mo? You're Ron Boy Fresh.
Yo,
What up? What up?
what's up, man? Y'all boys hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Look, man, what I tell you about Sandor? He's doing that. Sandor, I'm fucked up that they robbed another. I won't say robbed, but when Matchroom fuck with Bob, the scorecards be job fucked up. Man. You dig what I'm telling you? Like that. I had a draw. I put money on a draw, and that's what I had it as a draw. But them cards was fucked up. I swear to God, them cards was fucked up. You dig? And it's the same thing that Jai happened to Hamadouche when she fought Michaela Med. When them Eddie Hearn motherfuckers go over there and fuck with Bob and them, man, they don't get the proper cards, man. That shit is But as far as Bud go, man, he only gonna get credit for Charlo, Slim. That's it. So he might as well just put all his eggs in the Charlo bag.
You say he won't get credit for Charlo?
He will only get credit for Charlo. I've been saying that for a while, man.
I mean, you don't like the Stanionis fight? Stanionis fight?
Oh yeah, and I see y'all post. I don't really like to talk about that 147 shit. You know how I feel about that. At the end of the day, man, what you need to do is take two motherfuckers off that pole, because you know the motherfuckers ain't trying to fight Bud. I ain't saying it's their fault, but you know it ain't happening. Take Boots off that motherfucking pole and take Virgil off that motherfucking pole. Them handlers don't want no parts of that killer from Omaha. So I will put honestly, where Alexis is ranked what, number 6 in the WBO, and what happened with my man
What
Giovanni,
Alexis?
man?
Rocha? Don't tell me you about to throw Rocha name in the hat.
The reason I'm telling you, you had Boots and Virgil run about the WBO. Slim, they don't want no parts of that. So you might as well bump all them other motherfuckers up, like Giovanni, and bump up Alexa. If y'all gonna do it like that, and let motherfucking Golden Boy just try to throw a fucking. But what Bud honestly need to do at 147, because I don't think he's fighting Earl. I don't think they're gonna do that fight. What Bud need to do is go ahead and be like, man, fuck that super, man. I'm putting in paperwork for y'all to force me to fight a mandatory and see who's gonna do a purse bid. Maybe Black Primer jumping in with a purse bid, maybe Golden Boy, and see what it's working with, man. But this shit is ridiculous. I don't even like the 140. Fuck the 147 division. But like I said, Bud need to go to 154. He only gonna get credit for Charlo. Only scout Bud gonna get credit for Mo is the Charlo scout. That's it. Everybody else got ready-made excuses in 2023. Birds are too young. Blue's too young. Earl got 50,000 excuses in his back pocket while Bird gonna make easy work of him. Nope, give me Charlo. That's all I got to say, Slim. I'm out.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in.
Appreciate you voicing your opinion.
Let's see. Looks like we got a couple more callers on the line. Don't forget to join us at 8:30 or a little bit later now, since this is going longer than expected for our
Morning
Untitled,
show.
where
Yes.
we just sit back, relax, and talk a little bit of everything and anything, plus whatever it is you suggest on the respected posts. Looks like we're going to,
Who we got?
Keith in Brooklyn. What up?
Yo, what's up, Ness? What's up,
What
bro?
up?
How you? You can hear me well?
We hear you,
It's been a
champ.
minute since I called.
Yeah, you
It's been a
said.
minute since I called.
How you
But
feeling?
I'm gonna go with. I'm feeling good, but Crawford, he's gonna go left field. You know who he's gonna fight next? He's gonna fight Pacquiao. Pacquiao's coming out of retirement, and they're gonna make that fight happen. That's where I'm going with it.
Is
I know
there
you haven't heard that, but I think
okay? Yeah. No, I haven't, and I wanted to know: is there something that leads you to believe this, or you just think the opportunity?
nah, because Pacquiao had a fight this weekend. It was a little bullshit fight. He said he's coming out of retirement. He's looking at Crawford. He's looking at Spence. I don't see that Spence and Crawford fight happening. I hope it does. I'll be really happy, but I think he's gonna come out of retirement, and I think they're gonna fight in Black Prime, and they're gonna get Pacquiao. Pacquiao and Crawford's gonna be next.
Well, let's see, champ. That'd be interesting, given that it probably won't be a professional fight, but that's why they got to get in
No, I
there.
think it's gonna be professional. I think he's gonna come. I think he's gonna come out of retirement and try to fight for
Hell
that belt.
no, hell no.
I think Pacquiao.
Hell no, man. Hell no. He ain't gonna do that.
You don't think so?
Fuck no.
He was saying that all weekend. He was saying that all weekend.
Yeah.
He said he's headhunting Spence and
I mean,
Crawford.
he got the camera and microphone in his face, champ. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying
but
is,
it's
all I'm
Pacquiao.
saying is,
Pacquiao don't
yeah,
need- Pacquiao don't need the
Pacquiao's
crowd chase.
43 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's not in no fucking rankings. He lost his last
but
fight.
Pacquiao.
Okay.
Pacquiao don't need the
That's
crowd
cool.
chase. He don't need
So,
that.
so you
He
want
don't
that
need to have a
fight?
fight.
Do you want Pacquiao versus anybody?
I don't want that fight, but I think that's gonna be the next fight. I really do. Unless Spence and Crawford somehow get it together, Pacquiao's gonna jump right in the scene. You guys gonna remember I told you that.
All right.
All right, champ. Well,
That's
see.
That's
Let's see.
my call. Y'all
We
gotta take
appreciate
easy,
it.
man.
Yup, for sure. You
All
take
right,
it
brother.
easy as well. Let's see. That'd be interesting, right?
To get Pacquiao? Nah, man.
No, to see if, for one, to see if he even has the interest, and for two, to see if it would be a professional fight and not an exhibition.
Well, he owes PBC one pro fight. So if he come back, he got to come back to them.
Oh, well, all right then.
Yes, sir. It looks like we got one other person, or did we get to that? Let me double check. Double check.
No, we didn't.
That is Jamal. What up?
Jamal, what up?
Hey, how you doing?
Yo,
we're good. We're good. How about you?
Doing wonderful. I got one. I got two little announcements. The one with Teofimo, I could have swore he gave Wilder so much crap for the excuses he made when he lost, and now he lost, and he's doing the same exact thing. But I heard one of the callers say that that might be bad for Teofimo to fight Kambosos, because it might just ruin them. But to me, that's what boxing should be. Them guys should be trying to redeem themselves, giving us the best possible fight, because you got to think, Kambosos the one is at most risk. I mean, he just got annihilated 2 straight fights. And then if he come back and fight Teofimo beat him, Kambosos' career and confidence may be out the door. But I do just want to say one more thing about that Terence Crawford fight this weekend. Man, Terence is so fucking stupid. I mean, I was screaming at the damn TV like, don't hurt that man, because Spence ain't gonna never fight you. He gonna keep coming up with more and more demands. The demands gonna come from everything. He gonna make you wear one shoe during the fight, make you wear one glove, So I just see that fight doing more damage to make the fight go forward. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all got a great channel.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for calling in.
Let's see who's next.
I think that might do it, unless we got some other callers that have just tuned in On Twitter Spaces, I see no one. On Discord, no one. Let's double check Super Chats before we roll out. We last stopped off on Drew. What it do? And I am refreshing. What do you see there?
Yeah, so still refreshing. And Drew, 7, is that a 5 or 7?
So it looks like after Drew, we got Matt Bent 100. He says, Bud fights Samuel Vargas for $10 million more. Jesus, no. Box to the Beat LLC, another $10 super chat. Shout out to you. Says Teofimo Lopez needs Coach Padman McGriff training him back again. Shout out Box to the Beat. Tune in 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be live from the Wynn Casino right out of the Blue Wire Studios, where we will be doing a Teofimo show discussing him questioning himself as to whether he got it. So we asking you, does he still have it? Nez GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one.
9 a.m. Untitled.
Yep.
Got bumped about 30 minutes, just, late.
Bump.
But 9 a.m. tune in, Untitled, YouTube members, champ level only and higher. And then 12 o'clock, like Ness said, from the Blue Wire Studios inside of the Wynn Hotel and Casino. Ringwalk, Danny, Ness GTO. We are the Boxing Voice on all forms of social media and wherever podcasts can be found. Catch us on the next one. Peace.
Peace.